Hello everyone. So we are back in the session of entrepreneurship. And in the last session, we have discussed about the what is the process of becoming an entrepreneur. So if I talk about the process of becoming an entrepreneur, then in that we have discussed about the four different stages of becoming an entrepreneur. So what were the four different stages which we have discussed? So if we talk about the four different stages, that in that four different stages, we have talked about the first stage, which is the stage one, that is the innovation, getting the idea, creating the idea, doing something new, doing the market survey, identifying the opportunity, evaluating the opportunities, doing market assessment, doing market survey. So all these things are comes in the innovation, that is the stage one that says innovation. The second stage which comes is the triggering event. Now in triggering event, it says that you are about to make the decision of starting your own business. So the business plan starts assembling the different resources which are required. You find out the resources which are required. You acquire those resources, and this is what you do in the stage two of entrepreneur process. Then comes to stage three, that is implementation. Now you have got the idea, you have identified the idea, you have collected all the necessary resources which are required to implement the idea. So now in the third stage, you are supposed to implement your idea. Now, when I talk about implementing your idea means you are just all set to start your entrepreneurship. Your setup starts, your business success story starts, you are ready to manage your venture, you are ready to launch your new venture, and all these things comes under the stage three, that is implementation. Then the stage four comes, the last stage, that is the stage of growth, where you have to do planning, organizing, controlling, making your organization grow, finding the more market opportunities, and just looking towards the opportunity which will make you to grow your business. So these are the basic four steps that comes in the process of entrepreneurship. Now, after the process of entrepreneurship, here comes the next thing, that is the concept of entrepreneurship. Now, what is the concept of entrepreneurship? So if we talk about the concept of entrepreneurship, so basically we are going to talk about 10 different concepts of entrepreneurship. Now, as soon as the word entrepreneurship comes in your mind, what all things comes? Like, who is a person who has the capacity of being an entrepreneur? You need to have some specific qualities, some specific different things which make him different from other people. That is the concept of entrepreneurship. Now, if I talk about the concept of entrepreneurship, the first concept of entrepreneurship is risk-bearing capacity. Risk-bearing capacity, an entrepreneur cannot be an entrepreneur. He cannot start his entrepreneurship journey until and unless the person do not have the capacity to take the risk in their life. A person who can take risk, who has the risk bearing capacity, can only be an entrepreneur, because business is something which is full of uncertainties. You don't know at what point of time which risk is waiting for you. Today, you might be generating a lot of profit. You are growing your business, but you never know that next moment what is going to happen. That is, you need to be a person who is very good in taking the risk, who can bear the risk, because success is all about taking the risk in your life. If you take the risk, you reach, you grow, and you move towards success. Entrepreneurship is a function of taking unlimited risk. Yes, it is true that entrepreneurship is such a function which says that there is unlimited risk which a person, an entrepreneur, has to take. So, risk bearing capacity means that any entrepreneur, any person who thinks of starting his own business, need to be a person who is ready to take unlimited risk in their life. So until and unless people do not take the unlimited risk, they cannot be called as the entrepreneurs. The second concept is risks are related to time changes and fluctuation in prices. You have to understand that risk is something which is related to time changes and fluctuation in prices. Okay, today you have started a new business. So today you might be having lot of profit, but all of a sudden in next 2 months, you see that there is a great change. There is a change in the market trend. Demand has completely changed, and the sale of your product has completely gone down. Like fluctuation, you have to deal with that. You should be in a capacity that you should identify the new opportunities emerging in the market, and along with that you are ready to change according to the time, and you're ready to accept the fluctuation in the prices. The market is full of competition nowadays. If you want to survive in the market, you will have to give the competitive prices so that you compete with the person and you can deliver the best products at best price, attracting the customers. Uncertainty be a risk which can neither be predicted nor ensured. This is 100% suitable to the entrepreneur, that uncertainty bears risk. Whenever there is uncertainty, that is going to carry risk with it, and that risk cannot be predicted. Along with that, that risk cannot be insured also. You don't know when that risk is going to come in your life, when you'll have to face that risk. You are not aware about that. The second concept is innovative concept. Being a businessman, planning to start your own enterprise, you need to come up with the innovative idea. Now, innovative idea need not to be the innovation of an entire new product. The innovation can be anything as small as the change in the packaging of the product. But there need to be some innovation which you are bringing for the people. So innovation is a specific tool for entrepreneurship. Yes, it is absolutely true that innovation is a specific tool. It is something which makes you survive in the market, which makes you stand in the market, which makes you sorry, which makes you achieve your desired result. So innovation is a specific tool for entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship has been regarded as the adaptation of various innovations in industries, production, product, new marketing methods, new quality of raw material, new packaging, and new mix of methods are used. So basically, an entrepreneur is a person who can adopt any one of these measures. Like he can adopt the new product, he can bring a new product, he can go with a new way of production, he can go with the new ways of marketing the product, new ways of selling the product. So it can be anything, but that need to be something different from whatever is already existing in the market. So this is regarded as a modern entrepreneurship concept. So this concept is again known as the modern entrepreneurship concept, which is adaptable, which is acceptable in the market. Next is the managerial skill concept. Entrepreneur has as the ability of managerial skill. He need to have those managerial skills to manage everything, because at times he's a person who has to manage each and everything. He has to manage the human resource, the production, the selling, the marketing, the demand, identifying the market, identifying the opportunities. Everything has to be done by the entrepreneur only. So, entrepreneur, he's a person who need to have all those managerial skills in his managerial skills as the part of his skills. Entrepreneurship as the ability for inspection, control, and direction. He's a person who inspects the things to direct the thing, and along with that, he also controls the same thing. So as a managerial skill, along with the capacity to bear the risk. You should have those managerial skills along with the capacity where he is bearing the risk also. The next concept of entrepreneurship is creative and leadership concept. Think different, be creative, think big, think out of the box. So it is basically the combination of 4 different things where you're thinking something different from what other people think. You are thinking big, you are being creative, and you are thinking out of the box. So entrepreneur as a creative activity, and entrepreneur is a creative activity, and it is a function of progressive leadership. Basically, if we talk about an entrepreneur, so he is a mixture of lot of skills. He should have leadership skills, communication skills, he should have managerial skills. So all these skills need to be there with him so that he can prove himself to be an successful entrepreneur. So entrepreneur as a creative activity, and it is a function of progressive leadership also. It is a function which shows that yes, you are a progressive leader. Along with that, quality of developing resources of the institution, developing human capacity, and performing creative activities and coordinating new thoughts. Let's say today you plan to be an entrepreneur. You get an idea that no, I want to do something of my own. I want to be my own boss. That is the first thing which entrepreneurs think and which motivate him to be an entrepreneur. The entrepreneurship, sometimes we say that it is in the blood, right? For some people, it is definitely in the blood because they have seen their parents having their business. They belong from a family where they have their own enterprise. But for some people, they want to be the entrepreneur because they want to generate employment for other people. They want to work for themselves. They want to be their own boss. They do not want that anyone else using their talent, anyone else using their knowledge to deliver the work. So they just want that if we are doing something, then why don't we do for ourselves? Why don't we give return to ourselves only? So that is the concept. It says that yes, the entrepreneur need to be creative and have the leadership concept. New thoughts emerge due to creativity, which may be put to economic use by efficient leaders. Next concept is high achievement capacity concept. So the capacity of making innovation and taking the decision during risk is essential. How you act during the risk, how you perform, how you tackle that risk situation, how you come out of that risk, how you manage the risk. That is what matters for an entrepreneur. You know, entrepreneur just being in a risk, facing a crisis, do not stop, do not sit. He try his best and he come out of that thing. So the capacity of making innovation and taking the decision during the risk is essential. It is very essential for the entrepreneur to make the innovation and to take the risk and to take the decision during the risky situation. Let's say that all of a sudden there is a change in the market trend. So how you are going to match your product with the market trend? What decision you are going to take so that you are not thrown out of the market, you survive in the market, you have your own position in the market, your customers are still genuine, are still loyal with you. What you are going to do for that? What decision you are going to make in that situation? What innovation you are going to bring? That matters. Two characteristics of entrepreneur is ability to perform work with the latest method. He is a person who is ready to accept all kind of changes which they see in the market. They are not resistant. They do not resist change. They are very flexible. If they see that the market trend is changing, the need of the customer is changing, the demand of the customer is changing, they mold themselves in that way. They mold themselves in such a way that they adopt the new thing which is being in demand in the market, which the customer want, which attracts the attention of the customer, and they perform their best. They are open to adopt the latest method, latest technology of satisfying their customer, because an entrepreneur is a person for whom his ethics are important, but along with that, he is working to satisfy the customer. He works to get the customer, and for that, if latest method is required, if flexibility is required, they are open for that. Ability to take decision during uncertainties. Now, during the time of uncertainty, how a person reacts, how he takes the decision, that makes him different and stand out of the crowd. So high achievement capacity concept says that you are ready to perform with the latest method, and along with that, you have the ability to take the decision during the uncertainties also. The 6th point says professional concept. Entrepreneurs may be developed through education and training. That is absolutely true. We have many courses which develops the entrepreneurship skills in you, which trains you how to be an entrepreneur. But before that, the first thing is you must have that in your mind that yes, I want to be an entrepreneur. So here there are various different skills which can be used, which can, like, you can take various degrees which can help you to train yourself and get the education in the process of becoming an entrepreneur. Governments and private organizations conduct various training programs for entrepreneur ability and development. So here government and private organization, everyone wants that we should have entrepreneurs in our country, in our society. So for that, they have come up with various training programs which trains the individual to be an entrepreneur, to develop those abilities, to develop those skills which are required for the entrepreneurship. The next point says, Seven says organization and coordination concept. So it is an economic component that organizes and coordinates various sources of production, and the ability to organize enterprise, that is very important. See, being an entrepreneur, you are not just managing your own business. You need to have coordination with the external people. You need to have coordination among the or in the enterprise, like who all are working with you. So the coordination and organization for of each and everything is very important. You need to be very organized. Let's say you are dealing into some kind of products, goods and services. So when you are going to place the order, when you are going to place the order for buying the raw material, how you're going to coordinate with them, how you are going to manage the activities of the people. So all these things need organization of the thing and the proper coordination within the organization as well as with the external clients also. The 8 point says business oriented concept. So entrepreneurship is expressed as a business oriented entrepreneurship attitude of the individual, which inspires them to become an entrepreneur. They formulate the plan, program, and they work on establishing their enterprise. Whenever a person says that I want to be an entrepreneur, the first thing which comes in his mind is that he is a business oriented person. He is a person whose full focus, full attention, full dedication is towards establishing his own enterprise. And a business oriented person is someone who can who just work on finding out the ways that how I can move towards success, in which part I can save the money, where I should invest so that I get the better return. And that is a person who is known as business oriented person. He do not spend even a penny which doesn't give him any return. So he is that person is known as a business oriented person, and entrepreneurship is expressed as a business oriented entrepreneur attitude only because it inspires a person to be an entrepreneur. The seventh sorry the ninth concept The ninth concept is result oriented concept. Now, what do you mean by result oriented concept? New mindset will lead to new result, right? If we are being an entrepreneur, if we are working, if we are growing, don't we want any kind of result? We want results. No person wants to start a business where he is not seeing any kind of results getting delivered. It is not very important what efforts have been made for obtaining the goals or how much hard labor has been put. More important is what has been the result. Let's say a person comes and say that I have been working so hard from last 2 years, but still I have not got any result. That says that you are not moving in the right direction, because it is not about how much efforts you have put in. Until and unless you cannot show the result, it is all about showing the results. Until and unless you do not show the result, until and unless you do not show what you have achieved, what you have gained, your entire work is a waste, because entrepreneurship is completely a result oriented person. Until and unless you do not show the result, let's say you started your business today, and after 3 months, if you cannot show that yes, I am moving closer towards meeting my break even, or I have started coming into the profit zone, you cannot show that thing, you are not an entrepreneur. what efforts you have made for obtaining the goal, or how much hard work you have done. You'll say that from morning 9 till evening 10, I was sitting at my shop whole day. I never took a day off. But if you cannot show the result, if you cannot show the gain, if you cannot show your business growing, that 9 to 11 sitting at the office 365 days is of not no use, because it says that entrepreneur process is all about seeing the result. How you achieve the result, that doesn't matter. If you have worked only for 2 hours, but you could deliver the result, that is what they expect you to do. So who succeed in achieving the goal is recognized as an entrepreneur. Is a person. Entrepreneur is a person who succeeds in achieving the goal. The last concept is personality, identity, or role transformation process, which is not only to adopt new work and behavior, but is also the transformation of personality and establish a new identity through that. With the change of time, if your business is growing, your personality should also grow. That should be seen in your personality as well, that yes, this is the growth which I have made. You might be thinking that why I have used this picture. If you're going to see this picture, you'll see the transformation of the person, transformation of his personality from the time he started his business, and now when he has reached success, when he have received success in his business. Entrepreneurship is something which transforms your overall personality. It is something which helps you to deliver the best results, to where not just your business is growing, your personality is also growing with the growth in the business. And that is why we say that it is not only about adopting the new work or behavior, but it is also about transformation of the personality. Once you have reached success, once you have achieved a position in the surrounding, in the market, it is very important that you present your personality also in that way. That doesn't mean wearing a watch worth rupees 1 lakh, having a luxurious car. No, it's about how you dress up, how you present yourself, how effectively you communicate with other person, how you create your so how you build your environment around you. That is known as transformation in the personality of an individual. So with this, we have finished up with all the concept of the entrepreneurship. Now here I have one quotation which I want to share with you, and I just want you to tell me what do you understand with that quotation. We have been seeing that quotation many times. Okay, let's not talk about quotation. Let's talk about a picture. What do you understand? He is an entrepreneur. And what does this picture show you? He's multitasking, right? Entrepreneur is a multitasking person. He performs various tasks altogether. Other than that, if you are going to observe the picture closely, you will see that if you are working into the organization, we have different experts who are sitting over there to take the different decisions. Let's say for production, we have a separate team. For marketing, we have a separate team. For sales, we have a separate team. For management, we have a separate team. For human resource, we have a separate team. So for each and everything, we have separate departments, and in those separate departments, different individual with their expert knowledge in that specific field are sitting. But if we talk about an entrepreneur, he is a person who is taking all types of decision in the organization. He's not just talking about, he's not just working towards, let's say, arranging the finance, or he is not a person who is just taking the production decision, or he's not a person who is just taking the financial decision. He is an overall package. Why I'm using the term overall package? Because he is the person who is creating the idea. He's a person who is surveying the market. He is a person who is creating a document that what all things need to be done. He is a person who is identifying the opportunity. He is a person who is putting his idea into implementation. He is implementing his idea. He is a person who is planning everything. He is a person who is controlling everything. He is a person who is organizing everything. He is a person who is hiring the human resource. He is a person who is taking the financial decision. He is a person who is taking care of the legal requirement. He is a person who is building relations with the external client. He is a person who is looking towards the customer demands and meeting and satisfaction. And he is a person who is thinking about making his organization grow towards success, move towards success. So don't you think he is a person who is doing multitasking? Just one single mind which he is using in all different skills, and along with that, he is also showing his managerial and leadership skills, because he ultimately have to manage each and everything. And along with that, he is the one who is analyzing the risk and who is finding out the ways to come out of that risk, to bear that risk. So if we talk about the person who wants to be an entrepreneur, he is truly an identity, truly a personality who carries the knowledge of each and everything, who is a person who can do multitasking, who is a person who knows how to manage the things right from the beginning of getting the idea till the end of making your enterprise, making your business a successful one. So he is a person who is aware about each and everything, and he's a person who takes smallest decision as well as the biggest decision for the growth of the organization, for the growth of his entrepreneurship. So yes, if you really want to be an entrepreneur, being an entrepreneur is not a challenge, but managing your entrepreneur, making it run successfully definitely is a challenge, and it is a risk bearing job also, because there is going to be a lot of uncertainties which an entrepreneur will have to face in his life. You'll never know that what risk is coming in your way. Many people, if we talk about the current situation, in this pandemic, just think of the people who have started their business in January 2020. What happened in just 2 months? Things drastically changed for them. The person who were earning, let's talk about the restaurants where There were almost 100 walk-ins in a day. Now that 100 walk-ins has been reduced to just 10 walk-ins, hardly 10 walk-ins in a day. Just think about them, that what kind of risk they have taken in their life. So you cannot predict the risk. Who predicted that this type of thing is ever going to happen, which will change everything, which will even change the way we live? Have you ever thought about that thing? No. We never thought that is going to happen. So that is the uncertainty. Uncertainty, being an entrepreneur, two things never knocks your door. The opportunity never waits for you. The uncertainty never wants you to welcome. It just comes and you won't even know. So you, being an entrepreneur, need to be ready for each and everything, whatever comes in your way. And yes, a true entrepreneur is a person who is always ready to bear the risk in their life. And along with that, he is a person who is always ready to find the opportunities and to grab those opportunities. Because when he starts a business, when an entrepreneur starts a business, he or she starts with the aim that my business is going to run for ages. It's going to run for generations. I'm not going to wind up my business in near future. No one starts the business with the aim of winding up in just 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, or 5 years down the line. Every person, whosoever is starting the business, the main aim of starting the business is that my business is going to run for years and I am going to make continuous profit. With this, we have come to the end of today's session of entrepreneurship. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful day.